Yesterday was a good day. It's not because of me actually making money for the first time. I mean, I'm still down for the week, but it's because I followed my rules almost perfectly and I practiced some patience. An area which I still need to improve is to not use market orders. Something I noticed over and over and over again is I have a lot of FOMO. I wait for hours for the price to get to my area of interest and I'm just trigger happy. I'm like, I want to get in on this move. I don't want to miss it. And because of that, I end up using market orders, and that's how I usually end up losing money. But yesterday I waited. I saw the actual change in structure. I saw my actual entry pattern, but I still used a market order instead of waiting for a limit. And so that is something I need to work on. But overall, it was a good day. I mean, it was a major bearish day. I did not participate in any of the bearish action. I actually made most of my money with just one bullish trade. I traded counter trend, and I've noticed going through my notes that most of my successful trades are counter trend trades because I just don't know how to trade well with the trend. I guess it's the movement's already happened and I don't feel comfortable entering in when the movement's already happened. So I like going against the trend, and it's easy to target, looking at the order blocks, and I think it's just a better trading strategy for me. So that's what I'm going to focus on. Today is Jackson Hole, so I'm not going to be trading, and that is okay. I'm just here tape reading and just kind of watching and learning how to read price, but no clicking buttons. If you're new to the channel, I'm posting my futures trading education journey on YouTube. So years down the line, I can look back and see how far I've come, and people who are in similar boats right now can actually watch my videos, learn from me on what to do, what not to do. It's a little bit more closer in experience level to most of you than someone who's been trading it for 30 years, such as ICT. I think he is a phenomenal mentor, and I highly recommend you go watch his videos. That's where I've learned, and I've been learning from ICT since about February, so it's only been 6-7 months. So still new to this, I'm still learning. So to follow me on my journey, hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. It'll help with the YouTube algorithm, and let's jump into it. All right, so looking at the Forex Factory, we have news at 10 o'clock and then 10:05 Powell speaks, so that's something I did not want to be in around. And then it is Jackson Hole Symposium. So all this means to me is I should not be making any trades, because if it's all day, red folder means just don't trade. So I'm going to be tape reading today and not trading, which I am okay with. And I'm glad I'm looking at this calendar, because if I didn't know that, I would probably get wrecked. And yeah, happy I looked at this. So no trades for me today. But looking at the tape, yesterday on the daily, this was absolutely massive. It's just a major bearish candle. So basically what happened was price came, tapped into this bearish order block here, came all the way down, basically took out a bunch of PD arrays. Now price is going up a little. I don't really know where it'll stop, but again, I'm not trading. I'm purely just going to be tape reading. I do see a fair value gap here, a pretty large one, and price may want to come into here, but again, right here, it's a up candle, down candle, so I don't know if it's a balanced price range. Again, it's something I'm still not really understanding, but from the video I watched a few days ago, a balanced price range, the price can still go to the middle of it, basically the main threshold or not. But I think that is before price actually comes and takes out another PD array. So if the price stopped right here before it, went out, took out all this liquidity, then yeah, I think it can go up. So now I think this is all fair game because it already came and delivered its objectives. But that's just me trying to figure this out. So don't actually take that as that's what it is, because I'm still learning this concept. It did create some relative equal lows here, and we are just slightly above the New York midnight open price. On the 1 hour, there is a bearish order block right here. I want to see how price reacts there. Again, I'm not making any trades, purely tape reading today. And 15 minutes, all that, I'm going to be using it for hypothetical entries, or, I'd say, hey, if it was any other day, I'd take a long here or take a short here, but I'm not going to be clicking any buttons to place trades because it's too much risk right now. Taking a look at the 1 hour, I thought the drawn liquidity is right here on this bearish order block, and price almost got there, didn't quite. Maybe it'll come, take out, or maybe hit the main threshold of this bullish order block and then maybe continue going up. I'm not sure, but actually on the 4 hour, if you notice, it almost closed this guy in. In fact, no, literally the high on this, right? The high of this is 44.06. The low of this is 44.06. So this actually touched it perfectly, and that is a potentially bearish sign. I mean, we still have 40 minutes for this candle to close, but that could be bearish, and that means we might have a bearish drawn liquidity. Right here, we have a bunch of sell side liquidity, so we'll check back in and we'll see how this goes. I also wanted to add, because the 4 hour is parent to the 1 hour, the 1 hour doesn't necessarily need to touch this bearish order block, so I think we are bearish. But again, we have 38 minutes until the 4 hour closes. Okay, so I noticed my chart looked like trash, so decided to go ahead, change some color schemes out here. It looks a lot better in my opinion. Made everything kind of grayscale. I like it to no more of that purple lines for new week opening gaps. So this, yeah, just looks better. Just want to share that, guys. Day trading is tough. That's why we're still fans of passive investing strategies. If you have a retirement account, you're already most likely invested in stocks, so why not earn additional income while reducing risk by simply using options to give you better risk-adjusted returns, right? Too much financial jargon. But we do like to keep it simple, and we put together a free email mini course that will teach you the basics of the stock market and how to use options to increase your income while reducing your risk to ultimately help you retire early. Just use the link below to sign up for a free email mini course and then come back to this video. All right, so it's 10:17 right now. Take a look at this. The 1 hour is just shooting right through. It's going to get into this fair value gap. It's literally a tick away. The 4 hour is actually right in this fair value gap. And again, just tape reading today because I'm not trading with Jackson Hole and all that stuff happening right now. What I see is relative equal lows down here, so this could be a potential target for next time. I'm not sure if it's going to come back here, but it is here. We still have 3 hours and 45 minutes until the 4 hour closes, so I'm not really sure what it wants to do right here. And on the 1 hour, still not sure either. Just watching and learning. Taking a look at this, again, why I'm not trading this, but the 4 hour came right into the CE of this fair value gap and then just started going down. So this is pretty aggressive. Exciting to see. I mean, took out the sell side liquidity right here. So next stop is on the daily. We are right here on the CE. I want to see how it reacts to this. It may continue going lower, and I'm thinking that may be it. So if it continues going lower on the weekly, we have a gap right here. It may potentially, I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen immediately, but I think there might be a longer term drawn liquidity to this area on the weekly. So we'll just sit back and see how this goes. Taking a look at this on the 4 hour, it literally came, swept this liquidity. Now it's somewhere in the middle. It's super interesting to watch. That's why I'm not trading this, right? It's like absolutely no idea where price wants to go. It's just kind of chopping around and taking out liquidity on both sides. So this was one of those days where you just don't want to be hitting the button unless you know what you're doing, but I did not, so it would just be gambling if I was trading today. Glad I'm not. We're back with another update. Literally nothing's happened. This is why we don't trade during Jackson Hole or any red folder news days. All right, we're back. It's 3:50 p.m. I didn't trade at all today, but just tape reading. Notice here, the 4 hour just took out both sell side and came into the CE. The 1 hour, not much really happening. Same thing, not really tradable, but the 15 minutes really interesting. There is potentially some trading opportunities here, right? Do you see this in between this candle and this candle? Let me draw it out. I made it a little green. This is an inversion fair value gap. Look at that. Came down, went up, rejected off this. The bodies are respecting the CE of this gap, and it went up. And then came down into this order block on the 15 minute, which is also a bullish sign. Then it went up. It actually, yeah, it took out this liquidity right here. If I was trading this could have been a bullish entry right here. This order block could have also been a bullish entry, so right here, put a stop underneath here. But this is something I need to back test. I still don't really know how to trade with order blocks. I am pretty bad with stop placements just because of the wicks, and so I'm just tape reading the order block theories right now. And then there was liquidity right here, buy side liquidity came up and took that out. So that could have been some good trades in the PM session. On the 5 minute, there was also an order block right here. Price came, actually tapped right into this order block and shot up, came down into the mean threshold of these candles right here, and also shot up. On the 1 minute, price came into this fair value gap. And look at this. This is a new week opening gap. Price is just bouncing off the new week opening gap. It's really reacting to this area on the 1 minute, also on the 5 minute. And yeah, 15 minute right here. This is the new week opening gaps. And then after price takes out liquidity, comes down, it goes into this rejection block right here on the 1 minute, comes down, breaks structure, hits this order block, and rejects, breaks structure here, comes into this order block. So this actually solids short right here, and then comes down. So there was actually some pretty good trading opportunities today. I chose not to trade just because ICT said not to trade. I'm sure, I don't know, I'm debating against this. Maybe he's saying that to protect us, but I do see some good trading opportunities. I just did not watch the charts today. I decided to do something else. Maybe that's good. I just took my Friday off, but I don't know. I think I just need to be more intentional, kind of take his advice with a grain of salt. I know he's trying to protect us, but I also might need protecting, so maybe that is a good thing. So I don't know. I chose not to trade. I'm happy with it, but in the future, I need to decide whether I should trade or not, because I do see some good setups here where we could have profited. But yeah, it's almost 4 o'clock. The week is done. So this weekend, I may try to go through all the videos I created and put together a review video, kind of an action plan for next week, because that's the only way for me to improve. Actually watch the tapes, kind of figure out what I did, and that way I can become a better trader. And hopefully you guys are enjoying the journey. If you are, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and thanks for joining me on this journey. Hope you guys have a great week. Jeez, what a day. That's the reason why I created this journal, right? I want to look back years from now to see where I was and to see the patience I was holding and not making rash decisions and trying to get in on some actions. I'm really working on my psychology, and I think by creating this YouTube video, I am held accountable by you guys, right? My reputation's on the line, my psychology, my impulsiveness. And so by doing this, I'm trying to be calmer, and I'm really happy it's working out. But you know, day trading is really stressful and it is difficult. But if you are into passive investments, we actually put together a stocks and options course. It comes with a mastermind as well as group coaching. And the whole point is to help you get results, right? Kind of hold your hand, get you from A to Z, and start making income using stocks you already own. If this is something you're interested in, just click the link below. And because you made it to the end of this video, I want to give you 30% off your course. Just use the code VKYouTube at checkout and you'll get 30% off. Thanks so much for watching and really appreciate your support.